I just got a new router today. I just got a new router today, and yeah, that just has to happen to me. So annoying. I genuinely hope somebody gets fired for that, but yeah, anyway, let's continue. I used the emergency remote to slowly lower the output of Asuka's grav shoes. Reducing the anti-gravitation output should make her sink due to the pull of gravity. And that's exactly what happens. Okay, slow and steady. Lower anti-gravitons also mean lower repellent force. Whoa, what happened? My internet decided to have a hiccup on me and the stream crashed. Like, genuinely, I'm hoping somebody at the company ends up getting fired, because we just got a new router today, too. Brand new router, so I should not be dealing with any of that shit. We're going to keep this going for another hour, though, at least, so yeah. In other words, she won't get flung away by my touch. Instead, she'll only feel a light vibration. Whew. I catch Asuka's body in my arms. Then I slowly lower myself down towards the beach. Don't talk, Asuka, just stay still. You just gave me a like? I appreciate that, thank you. She mutters that in a tired voice, then closes her eyes again. I'm sorry. The immense sense of guilt makes it hard for me to look Asuka straight in the face. I see. Thanks for going with her. We immediately canceled practice and took Asuka to the hospital. After delivering her safely, I left and returned to our club room. And that's why I only know about Asuka's that's why I only now know about Asuka's condition. Misaki tried to warn me. She was worried about Asuka before practice, but was being kind of vague. I should have actually tried to talk to her. It's clear now that she was wondering if I was paying attention to Asuka's physical condition, not her progress. I bet Misaki picked up on the little signs of exhaustion Asuka was showing, but was unsure of what to do. But that's the coach's job. Will do. Got it. Man, that was a huge shock. I should make her take a break from practice. And I'll use the time before she returns to rethink everything. If I don't pay more attention to Asuka, something terrible could happen. The next day, I tell everyone to go to practice, then head to the faculty room by myself. They're practicing as usual, and by usual, I mean on their own. Guess that must feel pretty weird since we've all been focusing on Asuka lately. They appear a little, or well, a lot more sluggish than usual, though. Oi-san replies in a matter-of-fact tone. Does she watch what I'm doing through the security cameras, or what? Whenever I come to her, she always knows how to cut straight to the heart of my worries. I take a deep breath and prepare myself to speak. I'm planning to make Asuka take a break. I pushed her way too hard. It was wrong of me to take her word for it when she said she wanted to practice non-stop. That's why I'm gonna tell her to relax a little more from now on. Oi-san just stares at me in the eye without speaking. Then... What is it? Well, Asuka is a very sincere, cheerful girl who loves flying. She's a fast learner with a whole lot of talent who will keep practicing until you stop her. I guess that's how I describe her. Oi-san should know all that though, so why is she asking me? And more importantly, what's her answer to this, or what's her answer to the question? Yeah, or well, that's all that's worth mentioning right now anyway. Huh? What's she trying to say? You're going a bit too far there. I guess I did, yeah. And that's not all. During the tournament, when I saw the expression on her face, she was watching the final match, a sense of fear struck me. I really did start to think she was a monster. Yeah, can't say I never thought that. Oi-san forms a smile as she hears me say that. What she likes? If I remember correctly, strawberries and... what was it again? Oh right, flying fish. She hates... What does she hate? I'm honestly not sure she's mentioned anything specific. I think she's an only child. Listen, Ah. How am I supposed to know any of that? No, that's... Okay, I admit it did cross my mind. Huh? So you're saying you've changed your mind? Huh? You're worried about me? Oi-san takes a sip of her coffee. That sounds pretty fake after what you just said. Saki Inui, what does she have to do with this? What's that supposed to mean? Hold on, that sounds like... In a way, it's even crueler than not knowing. You're telling me the only way to beat her is for me to invade Asuka's privacy? Oi-san's eyes are fixated on me. She isn't smiling, and her expression isn't a kind one either. Oh, I know that look. It's the same one she had when... It's not anger. Honestly, she seems more sad than anything. No, I'm sure you'd never do something like that. Upon hearing that, her expression softens. That's right. How could I have said that? I know there's no way she'd tell me to try that. She's a person who has the utmost faith in me. She's the one who told me she'll always be waiting for me in the sky I've rejected. There's no way she'd try something like that.
倉科明日香は船浜学院 FC 部のエースであるのと同時に2年 C 組出席番号12番の生徒でもあるんだ。同じく2年 C 組出席番号20番日向雅也のクラスメイトでもある。
Right, and?
怖いんだよ。このままお互いのことをよく知らないまま精神的に追い詰め合っていくことがな。
Maybe she has a point. To be honest, I know next to nothing about Asuka. We see each other at practice every day, but the only thing we ever talk about is FC. I never ask her about her personal life because she's never mentioned it to me. If she shows no interest in talking about it with me, I don't need to ask. Likewise, I never mentioned things about my personal life to her either.
そんな状況なのに倉科がどう思っているか推察して対応を考えるのってとても危険なことじゃないか。私はそれが怖いんだよ。
I'm speechless. Asuka was so tired that she fainted. That meant that she was pushing herself too hard, which made a break sound like the perfect solution. And honestly, I'm sure that's still the right call as a coach. But is that something Asuka actually wants? Is she just supposed to do whatever I say? And that doesn't just apply to this situation. Talking strategy and trying to develop a weapon for her to use is all pointless. If I don't know what she wants in mind while developing them.
勝つために倉科と仲良くなれとかそんなことは言わない。だが今のままじゃお互いに悪い方へ向かうだけだ。要は楽しくやれってことだ、マサヤ。
She told me to have fun about a million times now, and yet she's repeating that phrase
倉科
again.
は FC の選手であるのと同時にお前の同級生だ。楽しいことを忘れたらそれはもう部活じゃない。
Right.
二人が楽しく飛ぶことであいつらを見返してやれ。お前たちなら、いや、お前たちしかできないはずだ。
That sounds like a tall order. It's something I wished for after the summer tournament, but I gave up on the idea because it seemed so far out of reach. But now I feel like we have to do just that.
話は以上だ。今日は見舞いに行くんだろ。
That's the plan.
じゃあ、早く行ってやれ。
Got it. I direct a large bow at her as I answer the question. Then I turned around and break into a run. I don't want her to see the look on my face, because I'm sure it's the exact same look I had when I trained with Oi-san back in the day.
マサヤ、すまない。人のことを言えた義理じゃないんだがな。私ができなかったことをお前に押し付けてしまった。でも、お前ならできると思ってるよ。私と同じ道だけは。
I hear a voice resound from inside the house after I press the intercom buzzer. Must be Asuka's mother. She greeted me in the same cheerful voice when I called their landline. Our club's register as the Kyoka Kurishino listed as Asuka's guardian. This is probably her. Excuse me, I'm the one who called you earlier, Hinata.
ああ、ひなたくんね。どうぞ上がって。鍵は開いてるから。
Okay, what does the mother look like? Okay, thank you.
ごめんなさいね。わざわざ来てもらって。
Oh no, I should be the one apologizing. Kyoka-san looks just like Asuka, or maybe it's more accurate to say she looks like an older version of Asuka. Either way, she's real pretty. Oh, okay, can we see?
もう朝から学校行くって聞かないから、さっきも無理やりベッドに押さえつけたのよ。
I guess not. Her personality also seems like a more mature version of Asuka's. I see. Yeah, that's easy enough to picture. Is Kurishina-san up?
あら。名前で呼ばないの？部活ではそういう決まりだって聞いてるけど。
Huh?
部内の結束を高
Excuse
め
me.
るためなんでしょ？親しそうでいいなって思ってたのに。
Well, doing it outside of school is a little...
いいわよ、ここは外じゃないし。私もマサヤくんでいいかしら。
Huh? Oh, sure. What the hell? She seems to be in complete control of the conversation.
アスカ、入るわよ。
もうお母さん、おとなしく寝てるから大丈夫。
The moment we enter the room, Asuka starts to mumble those words, but then...
なんでまずいや、ひなたくんが来てるんですか？
あら、マサヤくんが来るわよってさっき言ったじゃない。
今日、しかも今すぐ来るって言ってなかったじゃない。っていうか、なんでお母さん名前で、しかもくん付けで呼んでるの？
へえ、そうだったかしら。
そうだよ
じゃあ帰ってもらう？風邪ひいてるんだし、無理して会わなくてもいいわよね。
ちょっと待って。
やってるやってる。病み上がりのくせに大掃除。
I feel like I should probably leave.
いいのよ。あれで絶対に嬉しいはずなんだから。
If you say so.
大丈夫です。入ってください。
アスカ、ちゃんとベッドで寝てなさいよ。部屋の真ん中で仁王立ちじゃ病人らしくないわよ。
もう、お母さんのせいでもあるのに。
Despite her complaints, I can hear her crawling into bed.
はい、じゃあ私はここで。ごゆっくり。
Thanks. In the end, she controlled everything that happened from start to finish. I need to pull myself together and open the door. I'm coming in now. This is the first time I've entered Asuka's room. I can't tell if it's normally like this or not, but her room is pretty clean. Feels a lot more like a girl's room than Misaki's at any rate. And all the strawberry-themed items only reinforce that fact.
あんまり部屋の中のもの見ないでください。
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize as I shift my gaze to Asuka.
いらっしゃいです。
Asuka's lying in bed with a rather nervous expression on her face. She looks a bit feverish, though I doubt that's only because of her exhaustion. The sudden cleanup she did probably made things worse.
もう、さっきはすみません。お母さんがなんか急に。
It's fine, I don't really mind. Asuka's fidgeting about, clearly embarrassed, and honestly, I'm feeling just as embarrassed for an entirely different reason. 2 reasons, I'm assuming. I'm looking right at him. I mean, the front of her pajama shirt is wide open, probably because she still has a fever, but still. The size of her breasts is making this a pretty sticky situation. I want to make a pretty sticky situation all over those things. Hey, chick bump bump. I'm not sure where to look. Ah, I know where to look! Asuka either doesn't realize or doesn't mind, since she's staring at me with an innocent smile on her face. No, I need to focus. Stop thinking about that before things go south. Man, I never realized they were so huge. Seriously, Messiah, I literally just told myself not to pay attention. How can you not? How can you not when it's right there?
マサヤさん？
Oh, hi. I changed the topic in an attempt to save face. You never brought up a topic. You seem to have a lot of plushies.
はい、結構好きなんで集めてます。
Please, you call those huge? Well, I mean, those look like they're about maybe a C or a D. That's pretty big. There's a flying fish plushie right next to her pillow. Man, what's wrong with me? I mean, who in their right mind would try to start a conversation about plushies? Say, Asuka,
はい。
how do you, spend your time when you're at home? Well, I mean, what are your hobbies and stuff? What is wrong with me? Awkward much? She must think I'm a total dork. Have I always been this bad at striking up conversation? I mean, damn, I just asked her about her hobbies out of the blue. What's this supposed to be, some kind of blind date?
趣味ですか？そうですね。あ、漫画読むの好きなんで読んでます。お父さんが昔の漫画とか集めるの好きなんで。
Oh, does that mean you're more into older series?
そうなんですよ。すごい熱血ものとか根性ものとかそういうのばっかり読んで育ちました。
I see. Thank you, Asuka. You're so kind. She's just rolling with the punches instead of calling me out on my weird questions. What a saint. Wait, this is all wrong. Right now, Asuka's no different from how she is with all our classmates at school. And that's not good enough for me. I want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with Asuka. Not about FC or school. I want to speak on an extremely personal level. But before that, listen, Asuka. There's something I have to say.
はい。
I give her a deep bow as she replied to me. I'm so sorry. If I'd been paying more attention, you wouldn't have collapsed. I only have myself to blame for not making you take more breaks. Can I resist motorboating them? I kinda wish that I was right now, not gonna lie. In the end, this is all my fault. She only passed out because I didn't take good care of her. That's why I need to sincerely apologize for my mistakes.
違います。
Huh? Asuka shakes her head upon hearing my apology.
全然そんなことないです。マスヤさんは何一つ悪くないですから。悪いのは体調が最悪にもかかわらず、いけますいけますって言ってはしゃぎ回ってた私です。私が。
No, you're wrong. I'm your coach, which means I should have been paying more attention to you.
そうかもしれませんが、私も自己管理できなかったのはダメです。全然。
But I should have... Our eyes meet right as I'm about to continue our argument. We both start laughing.
ごめんなさい。変なとこで一生懸命で私。
Not like I'm any better. I'm a pretty stubborn guy, and it seems like Asuka can compete in that regard. This honestly feels pretty refreshing. Asuka,
はい。
even if we're both to blame here, that doesn't change the fact that I've still got a lot to learn as a coach.
そんな、マサヤさんはすごいコーチです。
Not really. The way I see it, I've got a pretty long road ahead of me. And that's why I decided to try harder from now on. I look straight at Asuka. I want to spend more time talking to you.
私とですか？
Right. I recalled the point of Oe-san's message. I've been seeing Asuka less as a friend and more of a FC player. That might be the reason, or that might be the right thing to do as a coach, but thinking back on it, Asuka didn't ask me to train her because she wanted to be the best FC player or anything. She just wanted to experience the joys of flying. And I can't believe I forgot something so simple. That's why I want to get to know Asuka better, because then I could coach her more intimately. Hopefully that's enough to make the most happy, joyful person, or hopefully that's enough to make her the most happy, joyful person in the sky. In a situation like this, do I know what a guy would say? What? Feeling better at all?
はい。熱ももう収まりましたし、あとはおとなしくしてれば、明日には学校に行ってもいいって言われました。
Lord have mercy, I'm about to burst. See, that's good to hear. I'm looking forward to practicing with you again.
よろしくお願いします。
Asuka's voice cracks. God, why does this all feel so awkward? how am I supposed to get to know her if this keeps up? Damn it, it's now or never. Time to sink or swim. Having made up my mind, I turn to face Asuka. And when I do, I see that she's pulled the photo album off her shelf.
わあ、ちょっとほこりついてる。ちょっと待ってくださいね。
She wipes it down with tissue. Let's talk about the past. It seems our conversation has somehow moved in that direction. If we don't know anything about each other, then the simplest thing to do is to start with our childhoods and go from there. I agreed with her on that, so she suggested the cliche idea of looking through her photo album together.
はい、これです。
Asuka opens up the album. Ah. I stare at the pages she turned to and get a good look at the picture of her as a kid.
ほら、今と全然雰囲気が違うと思いません？
You really do. She's wearing a white dress and shares Asuka's features, but that's where the similarities end. The girl in the picture is casting her gaze down with a frightened look on her face. She gives off a frail, meek impression as she's trying to hide behind a pillar. It's hard to imagine that's really actually Asuka.
これで信じてもらえますか？
Believe what?
前にマセヤさんにこのことを話したとき、信じられないって顔してましたよ。
Really? I guess I vaguely remember this. Well, either way, I have no choice but to believe it now.
しましたよ。というわけで、証拠はしっかり提出しました。
Yeah, sorry for doubting you.
分かっていただければそれでよしです。
This conversation is really weird.
この引っ込み思案で、ろくに外にも出られない子が、ある出会いをきっかけに、外に出るようになったんです。
You mean the one girl you told me about before?
はい、そうです。で、その子と仲良くなって遊ぶうちに、私は大きく生まれ変わることになるわけです。
She turns to the next page and says that. Huh? I see a picture of a girl with the exact same hairstyle and a face as the last one, but everything else seems different. She's changed from a dress to a miniskirt and a t-shirt, plus she seems to be all excited about a beetle she's holding in her hands. That your twin sister?
で、よく笑われます。これを見せると。
Asuka's response is accompanied by a
も
smile.
ちろん、2枚とも私です。
She closes the album as she says
というわ
that.
けで、私の人生は、小さかった頃に大きな革命が起きたんです。
You could say that again. Given how drastically she changed, it has to be something big. Big enough to say it changed her entire world.
約束なんです。
A promise? Asuka nods.
私を変えてくれた、そのことの約束なんです。ずっと上を向いていること、頑張り続けること、そして元気でいること。いつかその子と再会した時にがっかりさせちゃいけないって思って。
Asuka bursts into a powerful beaming smile as she says that.
だから絶対に後ろを向きたくないし、一度決めたことをやめたくはないんです。
Very admirable girl. I see. I also have a promise I made with someone I knew with someone when I was a kid. However, it's now locked away alongside my graph shoes. No matter how strong a promise may be, it'll eventually fade. So how can Asuka remain strong? How could she not buckle when faced with the harshness of reality? Don't you ever get disheartened? Losing an FC match or having practice not go your way, stuff like that happens all the time. Doesn't any of that ever depress you? I know I'm asking her this question, but I've honestly seen Asuka react in a negative, or I've never seen Asuka react in a negative manner. Maybe that just means she perceives things differently from most normal people. And maybe that's part of why I thought she was a monster back then.
マサヤさんは
Asuka looks pretty upset as she calls out to me.
ひょっとして私が完璧超人か何かだと思ってませんか？
Uh-oh. Crap. Is it that obvious? Asuka takes my silence as confirmation and continues.
私、本当は全てにおいてダメ人間なんです。
Really?
はい。運動神経も鈍いし、頭も良くないし、性格だって本当はうじうじしてて、うちにこもりがちで。
I find that hard to believe. She's picking up FC like it's no sweat, and her test scores improved leaps and bounds after some studying. That has to mean she's a genius. There's no other possible explanation, right?
本当にダメ尽くしだったところに、たった一つだけ才能みたいなのをもらったんです。
The promise with the girl, you mean?
はい。上を向くこと、頑張り続けること、元気でいること、そして好きなものにまっすぐであること。それを続けている限り、私の欠点なんてどうにかなるって分かったんです。だから、それだけは誰にも負けないって決め。
That's pretty damn impressive. After all, it's a lot easier to say that you'll work hard than actually do it. Plus, Asuka was well aware that she was starting from the very bottom, which must have made it all the more difficult. Yeah, that's definitely a type of talent right there. Or, alright.
でも、
Asuka looks slightly embarrassed as she mumbles those words.
そうは言っても、やっぱりくじけそうになるときはあります。
Can't say that I've ever seen that.
はい、人に見せないようにはしてますけど、ある。
I see. So Asuka does worry about things in her life. And I doubt there are any fields that are exceptions. Which means, does it happen with FC too? I'm honestly afraid to hear the answer. However, I know I'll never truly understand her until I do.
そうですね。
Asuka answers my question in a somewhat hesitant voice.
辛くて、きつくて、もう空を見たくないって思うことも、本当に稀にですが、あるんです。
My heart pounds against my chest. Asuka always flies with a smile on her face. She's so obsessed with with Sky that I sometimes wonder if she's a heaven-sent child. Yet even she has those thoughts sometimes. Even she feels anger strong enough to make her think, I don't want to look at the sky anymore. I'm shocked.
なので、本当に辛い時は、これに助けてもらってました。
Asuka pulls off the hair clip she's wearing and says that. It's feather-shaped and made out of plastic. There's nothing special about it. In fact, it looks kinda cheap.
これ、例の女の子にもらったものなんです。
Oh, I see. That's why she's always got it on.
本当に辛くなってどうしようもなくなったら、これを持ってお願いしたら助けてやるって。
Did she tell you that?
はい、まだそのお願いをしたことはないんですが、でも時々触って思い出すようにしてます。結局名前も聞けなかったですし。
I see. You don't even know her name. That explains why she hasn't mentioned it yet. That must be awfully precious to her, since there's nothing else that connects them. If you need help, I'll come and save you. The promise itself may be empty, but it serves as an emotional support. So it's basically a good luck charm, huh? Asuka gives me a firm nod. Kids tend to cherish every little thing they own.
そうですよね。
That's why I'm sure you meant a lot to her. Otherwise, she never would have given it to you. I'm sure it's become so precious to Asuka because the person gave them something dear to them. I can relate a little.
マセヤさんにもそういうものがあったんですか？
Yeah, I don't remember it well, but I think so. There is one thing, but now it's just hidden away in my room collecting dust. I finally understand why you're so strong.
ちょっとがっかりしませんでしたか？ 私実は全然ダメだったってことで。
No, if anything, I feel relieved. I respect you a lot, Asuka.
そんな、私なんて全然。
Asuka vehemently denies my claim. But that won't change my mind. I finally know Asuka isn't some monster. She is, without a doubt, a normal human being with weakness. I'm sitting in my room with my lights off, watching TV. I can't stop thinking about what Asuka mentioned earlier. Things that were dear to me, huh? What do I have from my childhood? There's an old anime airing right now. Sky Ruler Zephyron, if I remember correctly. It's a pretty gory show. Still, I loved it when I was younger. Why the fuck does that look like a Gundam fighting a Pokemon? What's that one dragon called? Rayquaza or Rayquaza or something? That's what that looks like right there. I remember begging my parents to buy me a figurine until they gave in. It was a figurine of the mech the protagonist piloted. I'm pretty sure I took it with me everywhere. But eventually I didn't have it anymore. Rayquaza? Is that how you say that? And I can't remember what I did with it. Yeah, that's how it usually goes. Cherishing her childhood memories and never going back on a simple promise she made so long ago. It's honestly kind of crazy that Asuka has managed to do that. Somehow, she even turned all her sad experiences into fuel that drives her forward. With a long A? So, Rayquaza, then? Is that how you say that? She's still trying to break past her limits to this very day. I have to support her. Man, I should be ashamed of myself. I don't deserve to call myself her coach. I got more important things to do now. I shouldn't be watching old anime in the dark. Do I still have some lingering feelings left inside me? I get up and pull out my old grav shoes. I don't even remember how many times I've done this before, but this time it's different. I think I want to tell Asuka these words. The pledge that's engraved onto my grav shoes. When I run my finger over the words, it feels like I'm surrounded by the same sky, wind, and smell as back then. It's like the memories of a promise I made are rushing back into my mind. The next day, we immediately start practice, since Asuka's back to normal. All of our club members, as well as the people from Takufuji, have gathered.
それで、日向雅也。
And Satween. Yeah?
説明していただけるのでしょうね。
I'm pretty sure I told you in advance that we're not practicing today.
確かに伺いましたが、それは実践的な意味であって、作戦や技術についての座学があるのだとばかり。
Come on, coach, you're never too old for anime, right, Vinny? Well, I don't think he thinks he's too old for it. I think the thing is he's trying to focus more on his coaching than sitting around and watching a show. Which, honestly, you probably still could do both at once. Like, multitasking is a thing. God knows I do it all the time whenever I'm doing my video edits for upcoming reviews. I've actually been recently doing a horror movie marathon while I've been working on an upcoming video game and figurine review that I'm planning on uploading.
まさかこんな形で練習時間を奪われるとは思ってもいませんでしたわ。
まあまあまあ、佐藤君落ち着いて。
佐藤いいんですわ。以上。
And she's still on that.
部長は君に譲ったじゃないか。
名誉部長だからいいのです。それはともかく部長だけでなく一ノ瀬さんまでもが一緒になってのこの騒ぎ、一体どういうことですか？ごめんなさい、佐藤院先輩。私が誘ったばかりに。
いや、 高藤も練習漬けだろうし、たまにはいいかなと思って。
だからこその競合ではありませんか。そもそも私は新部長として責任を持って。
はいはい、分かったから分かったから。じゃあ日向くん、また後でね。
先輩、ごめんなさい。ちょっと待ちなさい、二人とも。まだ私はこの日向雅也に言っておきたいことがございまして。ちょっと押さないでって言ってるでしょ、もう。いやー、しかしまさか雅也の方から公認サボりとか長く生きてみるものよね。
The hell's a screw practice day? Why does she always speak nonsense?
だって別に練習のお休みの日でもないし、いきなり今日はイロンモールに集合って言われたらそうなのかなーって思っちゃわない？
No, anyway, where are the others? Oh, they're finally here.
ごめんなさい、ちょっと遅れちゃいました。
Problems with your grav shoes again?
違いますよ。行きがけに一狩りしようと思ったら意外に難敵でトラブっただけです。
What are you wearing? The hell is that? Some sort of a cowl or something? It's a weird outfit, Mashiro. Prepare to be punished tomorrow, Mashiro. So, why are the rest of you late?
私は寝坊です。
The best excuse, obviously. And she still gets hit for it. Next, Prez.
おう、朝練やってたら時間になってた。
It's hard to tell you off when that's your excuse. And you, Asuka?
空飛んでたら楽しくて、それでちょっと遠回りしちゃいました。
Okay, so about today.
ちょっと、なんかアスカちゃんだけ処分が甘いんですけど。そうだそうだ、ヤホー質問箱に書きますよ。
Such a Gen Z thing to do. You don't like something? Complain about it on the internet. Try to seek some validation from some other idiots online. Why the hell not? Oh, no, you won't. Just shut up and listen to me. Why are you feeling threatened about that? It's such a Gen Z thing to be threatened about, too. I pacified the two unruly girls. Look, Asuka's made a full recovery. She's ready to start practicing again.
よかったね。パチパチパチ。ありがとうございます。
I figured it wouldn't be smart to get right back to our usual practice on the first day.
なんか私の時と待遇が違うな。わかる。所詮外れ広いんだよ、私たち。
Anyway, that's why we're here to enjoy ourselves. Feel free to explore the place.
じゃあひとまずなんか食べに行こっか。私も一緒に行きます。だったら一ノ瀬さんが教えてくれたお店行こっか。確かフードコートのとこにあって。
Three of them have scurried off in a matter of seconds. They don't waste a single second when it comes to food, huh?
それじゃあ私たちはどうしましょうか。
I'm actually starting to get kind of hungry again. I've got a leftover burrito in the fridge. Don't know if I want to take a break now or wait until after stream. I'll wait until after stream.
よし、3階にある筋トレ専門店に行くか。雑誌の後ろについてるような怪しげなものからジムで使ってるような本格的なものまで取り揃え。はいはい、青柳くんは僕らと一緒に行こうね。いきなりなんだこら。じゃあ 青柳くんは借りていくよ。
Okay, sure.
連れて行かれちゃいましたね。
They sure did. Well, should we look around the mall together?
はい、そうですね。
行ったみたいだね。
どうにか。しかしみんな察しが悪くない？普通。
そんなの説明されないとわかりませんわ。日向雅也と倉科明日香がそんな仲だなんて。いやいや、そうは言ってないですよ。不器用なコーチと不器用な女の子がもっとお互いを理解できるようにしようかなって、そういうことじゃないですかね。それを普通はそんな仲と称するのです。練習もせずにこんなことを。
You know I'm not Hispanic, but when your family eats meat, you like to wrap it in a tortilla? That's kind of what a burrito is, isn't it? Like, that's what I got waiting for me in the fridge right now.
いや、違うぞ佐藤くん。
砂糖いいんですわ。何が違うのですか、部長。
選手とセコンド、それにコーチならばなおさらお互いに信頼関係で結ばれていなければならない。それをおろそかにしてもいいとは佐藤君らしくないんじゃないか
砂糖いいんですわ。わかりましたわ、部長。私も納得することにいたしましょう。
な。分かってくれたようで何よりだ。
では部長もセコンドである私と理解を深める必要があるということになりますわね。
You mean like steak, chicken, and eggs? Well, eggs are a poultry item. It's not really meat, but yeah, steak and chicken. I have wrapped my carne asada on occasion. But I can't say that when I'm grilling a T-bone or anything that I go out of my way to wrap it in a tortilla. Actually, I haven't even started wrapping my carne asada in a tortilla until like maybe a month ago. Or not a month ago. Like, maybe the past 4 or 5 months. I don't really eat carne asada all that often, but it's a treat when I do. And I usually try to make the most out of the tortillas that I get with it. You also eat it with some orange rice. Orange rice is awesome. I do enjoy my Spanish rice or Mexican rice. Actually, I'm gonna have to see if Honey OT will give me that recipe that she talked about again. Apparently, her mom makes a pretty good Mexican rice, and I asked her for the recipe a couple of times. She was like, no, it's family recipe, no, can't have it. And finally ended up I finally ended up getting the recipe out of her, but can't even remember what it was. And I'm assuming it's somewhere in our Discord server. I'm gonna have to go back and look for that, but yeah. Should have written it down somewhere.
それは別にいいかな。
話が違うではないですか。
まあまあ、それより今はあの面白コンビを観察するのに集中した方がいいんじゃないのかな。
Ooh, Stalkerlicious.
それもそうだね。主に
気になりますね、アスカさん。なんか思惑が裏にありそうで怖いですね、みんな。
俺と筋肉だけはいつも正直だぞ。何を言ってる。
兄ちゃんちょっと黙ってて。
Oh, okay. Hello there. That is quite the outfit. Vinny like. Yeah, whoa. Whoa is, yeah. Ruff, 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 ruff. Woo, 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 woo. That's, yeah. I'm rendered speechless. Allow me to explain. We entered a clothing store on the second floor because Asuka wanted to try on some clothes. I was waiting for her in front of the dressing room, thinking to myself how cliché the whole situation was, but she came out wearing something so different from her usual attire, I was stunned. I mean, she definitely looks cute in it, but the problem is, I do not see a problem there. There is no problem there whatsoever. That outfit is way too revealing. I mean, her chest is basically popping out of it. You say that's a problem? That is a gift from God right there.
やっぱり似合わないでしょうか。かなり大人っぽい感じですもんね、この服。
That's not it. I gotta say something. Just need to think of a way to mention it without specifically talking about her chest. As they say, honesty is the best policy. It looks good on you. Like, really good.
本当ですか？ちょっと恥ずかしいですけど、なんか肌とか出てるし。
I almost remind her that the flight suit is even worse, but quickly decide it's a bad idea. Don't want her getting all nervous when she has it on. Don't worry, you look real cute, I swear.
そうですか？ありがとうございます。
We're both acting really shy right now. Any other clothes you want to try on?
この服が一番気に入ってたので、もうちょっといろんな角度から見てみますね。
Please tell me we get a panty shot here. Well, in that case, I move my gaze downward and spot an awfully short skirt. Ah! I hurriedly avert my eyes.
慣れてくると可愛いかもです。
Asuka spins around on the spot and checks how she looks from behind. Stop it, Asuka! Her skirt floats up, and to make matters worse, her breasts start jiggling. Asuka flashes a radiant smile as she starts humming. I'm rooted to the spot with a cramped smile on my face. I won't deny that this is a great view, but it feels more like a hard test than anything right now.
もうちょっとうまい褒め方できないかな。しかし。
And these people are still stalking me. Now this time her boobs look big. Well, the way that dress was on her, it was probably pushing them up a little bit. Like, when she was in her pajama top, that was kind of like, she was laying on her back, and they were kind of like spreading out a little bit as well.
正直に言えば伝わる。それが一番とか思ってるんですよ。先輩のことだから。
日向くんはあんな表情をするんだね。
部長、正直に言いますが、ちょっと怖いですわ。今とさくさんに紛れて体に触れたよ。
Can you blame him? Can you really blame him, Madoka?
嘘見逃した。もう一回触れますよ。
よし、よくわからんが、行け、日向。
And this guy's a fucking idiot as always.
皆さん。
And she's just jealous, isn't she? Here, for you.
ありがとうございます。
Let me guess, strawberry parfait? Oh. Oh yeah, this is when they went to go and get that chicken before, huh? It's fried chicken from the place that Ichinose mentioned last time we were here. Yep, I remember that. She said the stall was still open, so I made sure not to pass up on this opportunity. They're freshly fried, so eat them while they're hot.
じゃあ遠慮なく。
Asuka throws some fried chicken into her mouth. Welcome back, One Up Fan Williams. The tweet is up. Yeah, I, ended up actually, the internet dropped out on me, so I had to start up another stream here. Yeah, you're not really supposed to throw the whole thing in your mouth like that. I literally just told her that they were freshly fried. Guess she focused too hard on the eat them while they're hot part. At first, Asuka's screaming because of the heat, but her expression starts to morph with every single bite. She seems overjoyed by now. Glad you like it. I got a whole bag for you, so dig in. I hand Asuka a bag and then open my own. Asuka snacks on another piece of fried chicken with a satisfied expression on her face. Man, now I want chicken. For some reason, she looks conflicted. What, you don't like fried chicken? She shows me the paper bag as she says that. There's a chicken on it with the phrase chickenlicious, and a word bubble coming from its mouth. What about it? Asuka stares at me, seemingly confused. What? I can't help but laugh myself, honestly. Huh? You weren't cracking a joke? I thought she was trying to get me to laugh. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
特になんということもない会話してる。
マサヤ先輩の話の持っていき方が下手なんですよ。
やっぱそれだよね。唐揚げより君を食べたい。いや、いいな、マサヤ。おっさん感だな。
Of course she's a pervert. Have you been paying attention?
思ったより自然に会話してるじゃないか。
そうですよね。別に監視の必要はなかったんじゃ。
And, yeah, I don't know if she's jealous or what.
やったな、一ノ瀬さん。私、唐揚げ、買ってきていいですか？何？一ノ瀬さん！
もう行ってしまったようだな。
あの子にしては珍しく、了解も取らずに行ってしまい。
じゃあひとまずこれでお開きにしようか。
だね。じゃあこっちもそろそろ別行動ってことで。
じゃあ俺は筋肉の店へ行ってくる。
兄ちゃん、その言い方。美咲たちはどうするの？
じゃあ真白行こっか。
はい、どこまでもついていきます。部長はどうされますの？
僕は帰るよ。
日向雅也が関係なくなった途端、淡白ですがね。
聞こえてるよ、佐藤君。
佐藤いいんですわ。
I think we've explored the whole place by now. We've walked around all floors, so a lot of time has passed.
雅也さん、
Asuka comes to a sudden stop. Yeah?
今日はありがとうございます。
Then she bows her head and thanks me.
私がなんか暗い話をしちゃったから心配してくれたんですよね。
She caught on, huh? She seemed a little sad when she was talking about her past, which was very unusual for her. That's why I was hoping the mall would cheer her up. Guess I still have a lot to learn. A real gentleman would have been a lot more subtle to keep her from ever noticing. You don't have to thank me. I just figured it'd be nice to go have a fun day. Or go have fun for a day.
雅也さんが気遣ってくれたの嬉しかったです。
You're welcome. Well, that's fine as long as she appreciates the thought. You know, it's not my only reason. There's actually something I want to show you.
見せたいものですか？
Yeah, I figured it must be open by now. I look at the map on the wall as I say that. Last time I was here, there was a under construction sticker that mentioned the roof was off limits. Nice, it's gone. However, there's just a name in its place. Okay, let's go.
どこへですか？
The rooftop.
屋上？
I enter the elevator with Asuka. Once I press the R button, the elevator starts to rise. Okay, we're here. The doors slide open and we're greeted by a dazzling light. Asuka sounds downright amazed. Iron Mall's rooftop has been under reconstruction for a long time. But before that, it was a famous attraction that represented the whole area. And that only happened because it provided the best view of the land. No matter where you look, the deep blue sky stretched out endlessly. That's why everyone calls it Skywall. No one knows how it started, but eventually everyone was using the name. Oh, they kept the fence out of the way. The roof used to be surrounded by a fence for security purposes. However, it seems now to be on a lower section. Smart, since that keeps it from obstructing anyone's view. I got a bit of indigestion here. Gotta thank Satouine-san's family for this. The site's even more beautiful than my rose-tinted memories. It's amazing, isn't it, Asa? I start talking to her, but realize she's standing with her arms spread out. Is she trying to feel the wind on her body? No, wait, maybe she's being overwhelmed by the desire to take off from here? Whatever the case, it's clear she's loving the view, since she's taking in deep breaths as her gaze wanders. Asuka lets out a wistful sigh as she keeps stretching out her body.
マサヤさん、
Yeah?
さっき呼びました？私のこと。
She looks kind of embarrassed. Guess she didn't hear me. Yeah, I did.
やっぱり、ごめんなさい。つい、景色がすごすぎて、見とれてました。
Figured. It's fine, really. I'm just glad you like it.
こんないいところがあったなんて、また絶対来ようと思います。
I'm sure Satouine-san would be thrilled by the glowing praise.
この空を見てると、今すぐにでも飛んで行きたくなります。
Huh?
はい。きっと、ここに来て最初に見た空がこれだったら、グラッシュがなくても空を飛びたいって思ったはずです。
Right. That's normal. You know, this place was already here when I was a kid.
改装される前ですね。
Welcome to the stream, honey, to you. You feel like you're getting lobotomized watching this? Why is that? Yeah, back then there was a fence that went way higher. I point around at various areas as I revisit my memories with her. There was a hot dog stand over there. Hang gliding was still popular, so you could see people flying over in that direction. They kind of looked like paper planes from a distance. It's just you? And you've been here for a bit just lurking? Oh, okay. What's you about it? Blue doesn't fade. In fact, it feels like the color's right next to me. My memories are starting to return in vivid colors as I speak to Asuka. And this was my special spot. We're at the very center of the roof. Look up.
ここでですか？
You're just getting a big ick from this? Why? It's cute. Sure do. Asuka follows my instructions.
아, 青でいっぱいです。
Yep, it was the sky I kept all to myself. Gazing up at the boundless sky from a spot always used to fill me with joy. Though that didn't mean I wanted to stay there forever or anything. The place actually made me want to take off and fly as far as possible. It made me want to travel beyond the sky. Just wish the games were centered around college students. Ah, okay. Tired of hearing the voices too? I'm guessing you're the type of person who likes watching all their anime dubbed, huh? I mean, I could relate because I hate reading subtitles, but I don't really see an issue with the voices. And then my dad took me along to the first FC tournament. That was the start of everything, thanks to that seemingly insignificant trip. I started to admire the person who could soar faster and higher than anyone else. That was why I got so obsessed with FC. Learning I could actually fly through the sky changed everything. I begged my dad to let me become a GravShoe beta tester. You're the type of person who wants the characters to not hurt their throats going that high? Ah. And when that worked out, I was flying through the sky non-stop. I really loved it. The sky, her, and also the FC. Back then, I had no doubts in my mind. I was sure there was no one who could reach the same heights as me. With these, I could go anywhere. I could be the first to travel beyond the sky. I sincerely believed that. And yet, I ended up turning my back on the sky. The blue world beyond the sky was stolen from me. My outstretched hand attempted to grab it, but nothing remained in my palm. Asuka was just silently listening to my story, so that's her first reaction. Auditory sort of lobotomy going on for you right now. Well, you have sensitive ears, so I guess that makes sense, but still, I don't really have an issue with the voice acting. Sounds fine to me. Honestly, when I see the sky reflected in her eyes, I'm tempted to continue and tell her all the things I'd rather keep to myself. That's why. I turned to Asuka with a smile on my face. I don't want you to ever experience the same painful things I did. I don't want to see you fall out of love with flying, so please remember how you felt when you first looked up at the sky from the spot. I brought you here to burn the sight into your mind.
だから私を
I give her a firm nod. Turn to the sky and don't divert your eyes. The answer lies there. Time for you to listen to Rina Sawayama? Alright. Those are the words engraved on my old grav shoes. Oi-san wrote them after I managed to win my first junior tournament. I begged her to do it, and she eventually gave in. When you're having a hard time and you don't know what to do, look up at the sky and don't turn your eyes away. If you do, you'll find the answer soon enough. Get it?
空を見ろ空を見続けろ答えはそこにあるなんだか力の湧いてくる言葉です
Yeah, they're pretty powerful words. Unfortunately, I didn't follow that advice. And Oi-san had a sad look on her face when I turned my gaze away from the sky and said farewell to her. Even now, I tend to think about that moment when I see Oi-san's face. The pain still lingers in my chest.
私もううつむきたくないんです
Asuka says that while she's looking up at the sky.
下ばかり見てた時の私はずっと悲しかったからだから空を見ます私も空を見続けて信じます
Good. A chirping flock of seagulls is flying towards the mountains. Thin clouds on the mountain range get blown away by the wind. With all the white completely gone, the sky is dominated by blue. And Asuka and I stare off into the clear blue world. We're staring somewhere beyond the sky. What's taking everyone so long?
美咲ちゃんからメール来てました。
You know, I think I'm gonna make myself some spicy chicken sandwiches after I'm done streaming. Like, after they, talked about fried chicken during the game, I kinda have a taste for chicken now. What's it say?
お邪魔みたいだったのでみんな先に帰るね。あ、物産展で四国のおうどんが売ってたの思い出したからそれ買ってきて5袋ぐらい。帰っちゃいましたね。
Those guys. You know what? I'll ruin her day by getting cold soba noodles instead of what she asked for. Though, maybe she'd like that too. Whatever. Let's just head home.
マサヤさん、
I turn to face Asuka when I hear her call out to me.
ちょっと寄り道して帰りませんか？
A detour?
はい、そうです。どうですか？マサヤさん。
You're looking good. Asuka's flying a bit behind me.
ほら、見てください。一緒に飛んでくれてますよ。
Asuka's facing upward and she flies just barely above the water's surface. There's a school of flying fish right by her that are jumping about. She narrows her eyes every time some of the water hits her. But other than that, Asuka seems extremely happy.
行きがけにここを見つけて、あ、絶対ここで飛びたいなって。で、さっきの空を見て、いても立ってもいられなくなったんです。
Can't blame you for that. We're currently a short way from Fukuru Island. This area, which is currently sparkling thanks to the sun beating down on the water, is a known fishing ground. Why is she acting all embarrassed? Huh. Maybe it's normal to get embarrassed when you're talking about things you like. Did I lay it on a little too thick earlier? I tend to get really excited when I talk about the sky or FC.
マサヤさん。
What's up? Asuka shouts my name again. I turn to her and spot an even bigger smile than before on her face.
私、やっぱり大好きです。
Huh? What's she saying?
空を飛ぶのが好きです。
Oh. A little disappointed, huh? I see, that's what she meant. I mean, that was real obvious. What was I
あ
expecting?
の言葉、大切にしますね。
I see.
空を見ろ。空を見続けろ。答えはそこにある。
Asuka continues to fly alongside the flying fish. There is no sense of obligation, responsibility, or pressure here. She's just having fun. I can't let this pure innocent girl suffer the same setback I did. Turn to the sky and don't avert your eyes. Enjoy it to your heart's content. I twist the phrase that defined my childhood. And sure, that's mostly meant for Asuka, but gotta make sure I enjoy it too. The horizon is slowly dyed the horizon is slowly dyed orange. I turn towards Asuka and quietly repeat those words as I take in the look of utter joy on her face. Are we not at chapter's end yet? Huh? I suddenly receive a text at night. I assume it's Asuka, but... Madoka? Huh, I wonder what she wants. Guess I should read it.
夕方6時に神社の前に集合のはずだったんですよね。
Yeah, that was the plan. Asuka and I are currently standing around the entrances to a shrine that's located near Kunahama Academy.
電話してみましょうか。
Oh, you don't need to. I'll take care of it. Feeling somewhat uneasy, I look for Madoka's contact information on the phone. I got a text from Madoka last night. It said there's a summer festival tomorrow. Wanna go with everyone? It's the weekend, so I figured we could use it as a break to get our minds off FC for a bit, but... Yeah, that's too bad. Nah, don't worry about it. Just make sure to rest up. Later.
まどかちゃんもダメでしたか？
She said she's feeling sick. She's been putting in a lot of work, so it probably added up.
そうですか。
Oddly enough, none of the other club members can make it either. They're hiding in the shadows. They're just watching us trying to play matchmaker. That means I'm alone with Asuka right now. Hey, Asuka.
はい。
Since we're here already, let's go enjoy the festival.
でもいいんですか？
Yeah, it's just too bad that you're wasting time with me.
そんな全然いいです。悪くないです。
Asuka shakes her head vigorously.
行きたいです。マサヤさんとお祭り。
Wow, didn't expect that. Okay, well, let's go. She's a lot more excited than I expected, but I can't complain. Yesterday's weather carried over, so the sky is perfectly clear. Feels like I could see the stars a lot better than usual. However, I've been captivated by another beautiful sight for quite some time now.
ここのお祭り初めてなんで楽しみです。
Honestly, I'm having a hard time not staring. Asuka looks really cute in her yukata. I'd hoped that she would wear one, but now that I'm actually seeing her in it, I'm stunned. Still, seems this odd feeling that's been with me since yesterday wasn't just my imagination. Something really is off. I feel like I can't stop thinking about Asuka. I'm focused on the job during practice, so it doesn't happen then. However, when I get away from FC, I suddenly start seeing Asuka as a woman. Is this good or bad news? Well, it's good for me. That's the route that we're going for this time around. I mean, it's technically really bad, since it could hurt practice, but on the other hand, it would be weird if I acted like some emotionless robot. Besides, Oya-san told me to look at Asuka outside of our FC bubble. So, this is totally fine. Yeah.
マサヤさん？
Hmm?
マサヤさん？
Whoa. I didn't notice Asuka closed in on me because I was lost in thought.
どうしたんですか？急に黙り込んじゃったからびっくりしました。
Sorry, it's nothing. Asuka? I obviously can't tell her what I was thinking, so I quickly think up a way to change the topic. Where do you want to go?
見たいところですか？
Asuka's eyes wander over the stalls as she says that.
そうだ。あれってないですか？
You're gonna have to be a little more specific here.
くじです。1回100円でゲーム機とか当たるくじです。
That sounds like a scam. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I remember trying to win some back in elementary school.
お父さんから祭りに行くなら絶対にあれをやりなさいって言われました。
I always thought buying masks, fried squid, and trying to catch goldfish were the thing to do at a festival. But hey, what do I know? Never been to a Japanese festival before.
もしゲーム機とか当たったらと思うとドキドキしちゃいますね。
Now I want fried squid. Asuka?
何ですか？
I hate to break it to you, but those lotteries are rigged.
どうしてですか？
Because carnies are fucking scammers, that's why. That's kind of hard to explain. Look, all you need to know is that they're rigged to keep you from winning the big prizes. I was pretty shocked when my dad told me that. And then when I whined and asked him for the 1,000 yen I spent on it, he laughed and said that it was the price I paid to learn a valuable lesson. So yeah, it's basically a scam. What are you gonna do?
それは困ります。お金は大切です。
You know, there was actually one time I ended up going to a fair in town, and I was playing one of the games, because there was a Teen Titans Raven plush that I wanted. And it got to the point where I ended up spending next to $20 replaying over and over again. Like, the guy kept on upcharging me. He was like, okay, give me 20 bucks and you can have this amount of balls. And basically he just, like, said, okay, you're a winner after I spent a certain amount of money in the end. Yeah, all that shit is rigged. It's idiotic. Good choice. Well, let's head somewhere else. Glad she trusts me. Those lotteries make kids all over Japan suffer. So it's good that I managed to at least protect Asuka. I wonder why your dad told you to try it.
なんかあれは社会の辛さを学ぶ大切なイベントだからって言ってました。
And after hearing that, you still wanted to try it. Asuka, I love you, but you're an idiot. Same as mine, huh? Well, I guess it did become an unforgettable lesson, so they're not exactly wrong. Yeah, goldfish scooping. That's normally what I think of when it comes to these festivals. That's a good idea. I think I used to be one of the better kids back in the day. Not sure about now. Bet Misaki'd be amazing at this since it relies on reflexes. What about you? Asuka smiles cheerfully. I guess she's pretty confident. Okay then, let's give it a shot. You wanna fucking go? Is that what that says there? You wanna fucking go? That's what the fish is thinking, huh? Alright. Well, these things happen. I offer some weak words of consultation, or consolation, as Asuka lets out a frustrated groan. What do you mean? I mean, that's part of the game. And now she's whining. Asuka's terrible at goldfish scooping. Guess her past experience didn't stick with her. Okay, yeah, sure, just attack the fish now. It's a good way to get you thrown out of here. The ladles you get for 100 yen, each dissolved without catching anything. Hell, she didn't even get close. They all dissolved before even getting near any goldfish. Oh wait, she's using multiple, okay, that's what she's doing. That makes more sense. I called out to her after she failed 10 times, and just like that, Asuka's goldfish scooping battle came to a conclusion. Poor girl. Asuka's looking at the bags in my hand with an envious look on her face. No, to be honest, she's probably more irritated than anything. Well, I guess I managed to get more than I expected. There are 6 goldfish swimming around inside the plastic bags I'm holding. I know I haven't done anything wrong, but I do feel kinda uncomfortable right now. Oh, why don't we try that next? Asuka's face breaks into a small smile as she looks over to the stall I'm pointing to. The hell is balloon fishing? Great, then let's give it a shot. Balloon fishing is a lot easier than goldfish scooping, so this should work out well. I'm sure Asuka will do just fine. Yeah, I could tell you were doing your best. The string was too weak?
じゃちょっと水につけただけでダメになってしまいます。
But balloon fishing literally revolves around avoiding getting the string wet. Better keep that to myself. This is no different from her goldfish scooping attempts. Coin after coin disappears from Asuka's purse. The worst part is she's failing for the exact same reason every single time. She's letting the string touch the water for far too long. Whenever she spotted a balloon she could hook, she just went straight for it without really considering whether she could even get it. And as a result, she invested more and more money into her failure, or more and more money as her failures racked up.
もう一回だけお願いします。
I bet Asuka's the type of person who wails in mobile games.
はあ、結局何も残りませんでした。
After destroying all her goldfish scooping ladles and balloon fishing strings, Asuka's left with only an overwhelming sense of futility. Man, Asuka's got pretty terrible hand-eye coordination, huh? Though she struggled with grab shoes at first, so maybe all she needs is more practice. Here, you can have one of mine.
ありがとうございます。
A smile blooms on Asuka's face. And then, without wasting a moment, Asuka starts playing around with the water balloon that has a rubber strap attached to it.
でもこのままじゃなんだか悔しいです。
Thought you'd say that. Asuka hates to lose, so I never expected her to actually give up. I just hope we can find something you're good at. I look around, and as I turn to the left... Oh. Nice, this'll do just
マ
fine.
サヤさん、何か。
Asuka turns to look at the stall I found. And her reaction's a lot louder than mine. There's a shooting gallery with flying fish targets. Their designs are kind of similar to the one in Asuka's room. Okay, this is something I could get behind. Shooting galleries. I'd say about 15 centimeters tall, plus there's a small slot on its head, which must mean it's a piggy bank.
マサヤさん、
Asuka turns to look at me. Wow, she looks dead serious. You want it? Why am I even asking?
私、あれやります。
She spits those words words out right away, then darts off to the shooting gallery. Damn, that's what I call motivation. I follow after her.
はい、いらっしゃい。お嬢ちゃん、やってみる。
やります。
Man, she's really pumped.
はい、じゃあ400円で。
Oh,
弾は10発。
there's that weird vagina with the eyes on it again. What else we got here? Robot Cat, we got that other mascot that Mashiro is a fan of. Multiple vagina eye plushes there. Looks like... what the hell is that on the corner? It's like some sort of a robot doll or something? Very few variants in this game, apparently. Asuka turns to me with a smile on her face after she gets the gun.
マサヤさん、
What's up?
これどうやって当てるんでしょうか。
Wait, you just rushed into this with zero experience?
だってトビオさんが呼んでたので。
Man, Asuka's really obsessed with flying fish.
この間の水鉄砲みたいなのならわかるんですが、これはちょっと形が違うみたいで。
Right, she fooled around on the beach with those water guns Misaki brought. I'll teach you. Hand me the gun.
は
Asuka places it in my hands. Let's start with how to hold it
い、
properly.
はい。
I place the gun on the stand and have Asuka position herself behind it. Most people just shoot while standing up straight, but it's better to bend your knees a little.
どうしてですか。
Shooting with your elbows on the stand adds stability.
なるほど、狙いがつきやすくなるんですね。
Okay, now hold the gun. Asuka follows my instructions and bends down near the stand.
こうですか？
The moment Asuka grabs the gun, I catch a glimpse of her white arms peeking out from her yukata sleeves. I see her bare arms all the time when she's in her uniform, so I should be used to the sight, but getting a peek at them in this situation is different. In what sense exactly? Hold on, I'm starting to sound like a pervert. Gotta calm down. Perfect, now you can see that there's a small indentation on the top of the gun, right? I push all my thoughts aside and focus on the lesson.
本当です。へこんでますね。
That's the crosshairs. Make sure your target lines up with the indentation before you shoot.
わかりました。
Asuka adjusts her position of her body slightly in an attempt to get the flying fish in her sight.
マセヤさん、合わせました。
Good. Only step left is to shoot when you're ready.
はい。
Asuka places her finger on the trigger.
トビオさん、撃っちゃってごめんなさい。すぐ楽にしてあげますからね。
I'm sure she's trying to be kind, but her words seem a lot more scary than anything.
狙いを定めて。
A cork bullet flies out of the gun right as she says that. However,
あれ？
unfortunately, the bullet strayed to the side and missed the flying fish.
マサヤさん、マサヤ
Figured you wouldn't get it on the first
さん。
try.
私ちゃんと狙ったんですよ。どうしてでしょう。
Don't beat yourself up about it. That's just how these guns are designed.
当たらないようにですか？
Well, I wouldn't go that far. They just make it more difficult. By design, the trajectory doesn't quite match up with the crosshairs on the gun. It's apparently a failsafe to keep sharpshooters from clearing out the stalls instantly. Or, well, that's what Shirase-san told me anyway.
結構難しいんですね。
Asuka replies in a slightly dejected voice. Not that hard, actually. You just need to watch how the bullets stray and adjust your aim accordingly.
大変そうです。
It's really not. It takes a little bit of practice, but it's pretty easy to do after the first couple of times. Want me to do it for you? Asuka looks at me with a determined expression when she hears my suggestion.
いえ、頑張ります。私。
And then she declares her intentions in a resolute tone. Figured. Her competitive spirit's been triggered, so Asuka's really motivated right now.
当たりません。
Huh. She did get real fired up before trying again. However, Asuka's bullets keep missing their
お
mark.
嬢ちゃん、それサービスであげようか。
Oh, even the stand owner is taking pity on her. That's some pretty pathetic shooting, Asuka.
いえ、結構です。マセヤさん、どうしたらいいでしょうか？
She turned down all the staff keeper's offers, or turned down the staff keeper's offer, but it's not like she has many other options at this point. Huh. Asuka keeps missing because she has a bit of an odd quirk. When she wants to shoot a little left of her target, she shoots too far left. When she wants to shoot a little below the target, she shoots too far below. Basically, she's overcompensating. And I'm not sure why. Maybe she's nervous or something. Maybe she just doesn't want to hit it because it's flying fish and she loves them. So yeah, you just need to stay still. I've explained everything to her, but
自分でも分かってないので、できるか不安です。
fair point. It's hard to fix a problem you can't even notice, or you don't even notice. Asuka looks at me with a troubled expression on her face. Thing is, I do have an idea that can help. Is this the only option? I avoided this the whole time to keep things from getting awkward, but it looks like we got no other choice left. Yeah, I just have to do this for Asuka. Having made up my mind, I positioned myself behind Asuka.
マサヤさん
And then... Asuka, I'm sorry, just stay still, okay?
どうしててってマサヤさん
I know what you want to say, but just focus on shooting. I know this is a little unreasonable, but it's the best way to keep her still. I'm doing this to help her because it's the best possible plan. I've got no ulterior motives, I swear. Yeah, sure you don't. Sure you don't. That said, I've never been this close to Asuka before, which is why my heart's racing. I kept telling myself not to think about it, but that's practically impossible when the smell of her hair is tickling my nose. Goes without saying that this is why it's my last resort. Damn it, focus, Messiah. I forced myself to think of only the target. The ninth shot strayed slightly to the upper right when you aimed at the lower right, yeah?
はいトビオさんの数センチ右上でした
Okay, you've got to move a little bit more to the left. Lower your aim. Just throw the ball at the carny's face and take the prize. Yeah, do a Stan Pines or a, Konata. I proceed to move Asuka's arm in an attempt to guide her.
かなり下を狙うんですね
Worried?
いえマサヤさんがそう言うならここで OK です
Well, that's good to hear. Okay, now take aim and keep still.
わかりました
Aim for the bottom of the flying fish.
撃ちます
Asuka's finger pulls the trigger. We hear a bang, at which point we look directly over to our target. The bullet hit the bottom of the flying fish and made it topple over. Only a short gasp of amazement escapes Asuka's body.
当たった当たりましたマサヤさん
But soon enough, cries of joy follow. Nice! Congrats, Asuka!
よかったねおめでとうじゃ
Stallkeeper picks up the flying fish piggy bank and carries it over to us.
うわートビオさんだよかったねこれで楽になれましたよ
Kinda seems like she's getting ready to send that thing off to heaven. Well, whatever. At least this will keep her from getting all depressed. Everything should be good for now. Guess it's time to head home. Asuka's carrying a balloon, a goldfish bag, and of course, the flying fish piggy bank she managed to win for herself. Well, we're getting straight back to practice
で
tomorrow.
すねでも
There's a cheerful smile on Asuka's face as she begins to talk.
なんだかすごく頑張れそうな気がします
Yeah, seeing all your hard work pay off there must have given you motivation, or must have given your motivation a real boost.
いえそれもそうですけど
Huh? What else could she mean?
マサヤさんを信じていれば何でもできるって改めて分かったからです
What?
出来の悪い選手ですがよろしくお願いしますコーチ
She bows her head to me after saying that.
じゃあ帰りましょう
Asuka rushes ahead of me, her steps accentuated by the sound of her wooden clogs. Man, she trusts me a lot. I knew that already, but it feels more real than ever right now. How can I possibly live up to those expectations? How do I keep her from getting hurt like I did? I worry over such matters for quite a while. You know what? It is almost 4 o'clock here, and this chapter is still not at its end, so, we'll just pick this up again in 2 weeks. I don't know how much longer this chapter is. It could be another 20 minutes, but I think I've already been at this for like 4 hours already. Maybe a little more than that, actually, now that I look at the time. Because the last stream was 2.5 hours, I think, and this one's been 1 hour and 40 minutes. So, yeah, we're gonna see about stopping here, and we'll pick it up again in 2 weeks. Alright, so since we finished up Dementium earlier today, we are going to be doing Escape from Bug Island later on today, around roughly 6:30 Central Time. Then on Saturday morning, we've actually got 2 back-to-back streams. We're going to be doing more Stellar Blade, and then we're immediately going to be jumping into Bloodborne, because Black Healer and I have a collab. So I will name the stream as such, and we will be doing that. Also, on Saturday during the day, we will be doing more Castlevania Lament of Innocence. And Saturday, we are going... or, Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, we are going to be doing some more Final Fantasy IX, as well as more Shin Megami Tensei 3. But that is going to be it for this stream. Alright, since I ended up getting, like, since the internet ended up going out on me, I don't know if I could thank everybody individually who showed up. Like, I don't remember a whole lot of the people who showed up here, so I apologize for that. But as for those of you who were keeping more active and who did tune in, thank you for tuning in. One Up Fan Williams, Keith Dinosaur Boy VA, Seven the Vampire, Lester Prodigy, Uwu Person, and Honey OTU. Hopefully I will see more of you guys online, and with that being said, here endeth the stream. Until next time, stay groovy.